Exoprimal, that's EDF with dinosaurs, might be getting Dino Crisis content, thankfully. Though, as long as there is enough demand, according to the game's director.
And what is Dino Crisis?
A survival horror game about dinosaurs. It's like Jurassic Park, but also Resident Evil, and made by Capcom.
Anyway, welcome to NecroNews, a show where we recap the hottest gaming news from the last week.
The director also said he wanted to do a Mega Man crossover.
Are there any dinosaurs in Mega Man?
No. Game Freak and the Pokemon Company recently announced a bunch of information regarding the upcoming DLC, including this thing. The Paradox Raikou.
Raikou?
Thunderdog.
Anyway, this thing is stupid. Wasn't Raikou supposed to be a dog?
It's supposed to be a Brachiosaurus, just like Suicune is supposed to be a T-Rex. But we're not here about the stupid as hell Pokemon designs. We're here because of the blatant theft of fan-made remixes.
The composer of the stolen remix, ND Music, was even able to pinpoint the exact parts of the Area Zero cinematic arrangement that was used in the trailer. And the evidence does not look good for Nintendo.
ND Music stated they were surprised and honored despite not being asked. They also added, "I'm not particularly upset, but rather confused and surprised that an unofficial creation would be included in an official content, especially coming from the Pokemon Company, who hate that." They even explained that there was a slim chance that the Pokemon Company used the same sound samples for the choir.
Pokemon really does their fans dirty. But anyway, ND Music later tweeted, "It seems that this incident is not so uncommon. I'm currently seeking solutions with the help of very experienced people. I would prefer an amicable resolution that would be beneficial to everyone, and it seems that this is possible. I'll keep you posted."
Amid all this nonsense, it also came to light that the Pokemon Company's terms basically say that if you use any part of their copyright, they can use your fan work however they see fit. Which to me says, don't make anything Pokemon related, otherwise they'll steal your designs, like this, and this.
The Pokemon Company isn't the first to have copyright terms like this. VTuber company Hololive is also well known for having their talents use fanworks within their own content. I don't know, it feels a bit different, in my opinion, for a gaming company to use fanworks in a worldwide market. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. EVO is finally over, and here's everything we didn't talk about last week. However, Capcom did announce a surprise crossover at EVO with Street Fighter 6 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Players can now unlock costumes, emotes, and more in a limited time event. Some quick math done by fans showed that players would need to buy a minimum of 2 bundles of 2,750 Street Fighter coins, which is the microtransaction currency. That adds up to like $100.
What's more, even individual costumes for the Turtles cost just shy of $15, though this is hardly the most outrageous cost in Street Fighter 6. Luckily, there is a lot of content in the game that makes up for their microtransactions.
As a quick aside, guys, come on over here. You can get all 4 turtles and the other characters for like $20 in Injustice, and there's also Shredder's Revenge for like $25, and THQ just announced their new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games, The Last Ronin. You got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if you really want it.
Actually, speaking of EVO, a fun little thing happened during the tournament.
Yeah, multiple competitors tweeted that USB connectors on their controllers were melting from the heat of the PlayStation 5 consoles.
That's not good. The competitors noted they struggled to get the controllers out of the console, and part of the PS5's USB port was seemingly come away. These also rendered the controller and USB port unusable.
This led to other users discussing issues happening even prior to the tournament. A tournament, may we remind you, that is now owned by Sony.
Whether this is due to the USB port getting a lot of usage within a short period of time, or a defect of the PS5's heating vent, it's not a good look for Sony.
Also, since we're here, a lot of people were talking about how much they liked watching us play Tekken. So we're doing our fighting game arc. What game should we start with? Let us know in the comments.
I'm scared. If you're an avid GTA Online player, you'll know about 5M, which allows people to roleplay in GTA Online through the use of private servers.
However, it seems that Rockstar has picked up the team behind the roleplay programs 5M and RedM, as they are now officially part of Rockstar Games. This is a surprising twist because, for those who don't know, Take-Two, who publishes GTA 5, had sent a couple of private investigators to the original developer's house to try to intimidate them into ceasing development.
Though it is worth noting that this was Rockstar's parent company that did this, Take-Two, not Rockstar themselves, as Rockstar did at one point offer feedback and advice on the mod itself. Though it's possibly a good thing that the team is now part of Rockstar. Unfortunately, seeing how Rockstar has been with their GTA 5 microtransactions, I'm expecting role-playing to be locked behind a $25 paywall with tons of cosmetic microtransactions. At this point, it's also occurred to me that I've never played a single Rockstar game.
Yeah, you'd still probably like Red Dead Redemption 1.
I tried playing Red Dead Redemption when it first came out on a shitty not LED TV, and I couldn't read any of the instructions, so I couldn't play it.
Anyway, yeah, so I hate Nintendo.
Nintendo is already pretty infamous for how far-reaching some of their patents go. Last year, for example, 180 patents were rejected because Nintendo already did it. Now 32 patents have come to light, all being related to Tears of the Kingdom.
Some of these patents include how the Ultra Hand and fusing works,
The former being basically how any telekinesis or prop moving works in most games.
the ability to rewind the path an object moved,
Despite Tears of the Kingdom not being the first game to do this.
the calculations of a character riding on top of a moving object,
With the distinction that there's no additional physics between the rider and the object.
and even the map transitions to mask loading when fast traveling, like every game ever.
The fears of stifling the competition may be justified, as Bandai Namco's patent on loading screen minigames basically killed the trend after the 2000s.
That being said, there were plenty of games that tried to ape on the gameplay of Breath of the Wild, so this might just be reactionary on Nintendo's part, but honestly, I think this is a really stupid thing to do and could stifle creativity on many fronts. Unlike Sega, who made a fan game an April Fool's game. Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Gunfire Games, developers of Remnant 2, recently fixed a bug in the game's Hardcore Apocalypse difficulty mode. You see, players had been able to choose the highest difficulty by stacking damage reduction.
Gunfire Games have made it to where players can't do it anymore, so players got mad, to which their developer responded with,
Get good, scrub.
and that's not hyperbole either. Games Radar reports that in
Hyperbole.
hyperbole?
Hyperbole?
Hyperbole. Is that hyperbole or hyperbole? You put it in the comments, let us know. Anyway, Games Radar reports that in response to users on Discord complaining about the nerf, the developers stated,
It's called Apocalypse. It's not called I get 3 orange slices and a medal for participation. So in other words, get good.
Dark and Darker is getting darker and darker. The developers of the dungeon crawling extraction game had some last minute changes after the game launched from early access, and it hasn't sat well with fans at all.
Iron Me stated that the game would have an in-game store, justified as being their attempt at being realistic with the business of running an online game, but trying to find a way to do it without resorting to random loot boxes and FOMO items. Rather than cosmetics, these include races and classes.
Gamers argued amongst themselves as this was pay to win or pay to skip, along with the ethics of an in-game store for an early access title that is not free to play. It seemed the discussion prompted a response from Iron Mace CEO Terrence Park. Reportedly speaking on Discord, Park recommended one user wait before making any class purchases, and told another, we'll make an announcement soon, but yes, we want to do everyone right, but it will take some time.
There's been a lot of controversy surrounding this game, especially with Nexon, claiming that the development team stole some of their assets. We made an entire video about it though, so check it out.
What a week for news! A lot of news this week. Here are the games coming out this week. There's a lot more than recently. It's like the floodgates opened up. Definitely keep an eye out on Cantata. It looks like a grand strategy game inspired by Bionicle, and then the Cosmic Will Sisterhood if you're into that thing, I guess.
And this week's Buried Alive Banger, a segment where we cover games that our community doesn't think has had enough attention, is XENOTILT.
XENOTILT is DMC and pinball and crazy and cool, and I want to play it very badly. It's coming out on early access. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it. It's easier just to watch.
Oh, wow.
And here's our schedule for next week. We'll be starting Injustice, continuing Bloodborne, and also the 19th will finally be our quad celebration, so you better be there. We'll be celebrating both our birthdays, our YouTube partnership, and 17 years of us being together.
Damn, we've been together a long time. Anyway, that's everything this week. Let us know what you think about the stories in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to us as always, and thank you for watching us.
Also, thank you so much for all the birthday wishes, and for voting for us in the Small VTuber Awards, hosted by Petrichor over on Twitch. We ended up winning the most unique content category, so thank you.
Until next time, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.